So in today's hadith, an incident happened with al-Mu'mineen Aisha radiyallahu anha with regards to al-Mudabbar. عن عمرة أن عائشة رضي الله عنها دبرت أمة لها فاشتكت عائشة فسأل بنو أخيها طبيبا من الزط فقال إنكم تخبروني عن امرأة مسحورة سحرتها أمة لها. فأخبرت عائشة قالت سحرتيني؟ فقالت نعم. فقالت ولم؟ لا تنجين أبدا. ثم قالت بيعوها من شر العرب ملكة. Aisha radiallahu anha, the mother of the believers, the wife of the greatest man ever walked the earth, whom the Almighty Allah revealed 10 verses from verse number 11 through verse number 20, chapter number 24, to clear her record and to declare her innocence and bara'ah and to free her from what others have accused her with. Aisha radiallahu anha had made one of her slave girls a mudabbara, which means she told her that once I die, you're free. No one would inherit you. No one can sell you. You will become free once I die. After my death, you're a free woman. Then a while later, Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, got really ill. Treatments were not working with her. So her nephews consulted some physicians or people who have an experience in treatment from a particular tribe known as Zut or the Gepsu, who were originally from India and from the Sind and the Hind, and they migrated to the peninsula. They were of very dark skin. That's why some people perceive them as Sudanese or Africans. In any case, these guys were known of treating people. They have experience, that's why they call them doctors. So when he heard what the woman, what Aisha radiallahu anha is been complaining about, he said, well, you're asking me about a woman who's under a magical spell. This is not a clinical diagnosis. She's not sick because of ailment. She's been bewitched. Somebody cast a magical spell on her. Whom? They asked. So this guy who have an experience in medicine said, a slave girl of hers has bewitched her. In some narrations, that guy also added, in her lap there is a child who just passed urine on her or with her lap. When Aisha radiallahu anha was told, she recruited the slave girl and she asked her. She said, where is she? They said, well, her lap is wet because a child have just passed urine while in her lap. So it's like, that's a sign. But anyway, she did not believe nor trust the statement of this doctor without verifying it from the girl herself. She asked her, did you cast a magical spell on me? As she confronted her, the slave girl admitted. She said, yes, ma'am. She said, why? She said, well, because you said, I'll be free if you die. So I wanted you to die quickly so that I will gain my freedom. So Aisha added, you will never be free then. Then Aisha radiallahu anha said, sell her to the worst masters among the Arabs. And they sold her to some Bedouins who were very harsh on their servants. And as you know that the Bedouins are normally harsh, whether to the servants or to others. And then Aisha radiallahu anha collected this money and then she purchased another slave girl and she set her free immediately. So what do we have here? We have in the previous ahadith, Husnul Malaka, Su'ul Malaka, being a good master, and the consequences of being a bad master, the harsh treatment of the servants, and that is being forbidden. And then, by the way, we studied the hadith of Aisha and how when she did a favor to her servant and she said, "You're free once I die," so she rushed her death and she assumed that if I would cast a magical spell on her, she would die faster. As-sahir, the sorcerer, the magicians, do not understand that nothing happens but by the leave of Allah. So if you cast a magical spell on any person to die, he or she will never die before their due term. The Almighty Allah stated in that course in Surah Al-Baqarah, وَمَا هُمْ بِضَارِّينَ بِهِ مِنْ أَحَدٍ إِلَّا بِإِذْنِ اللَّهِ. So the sorcerers cannot harm anyone when they cast a magical spell on him or her, but by the leave of Allah. And even when they cast the magical spell on that person, Surah Al-Baqarah by itself, the recitation of Surah Al-Baqarah in the house in which the person is living, or upon this person, or if the person himself or herself who are not feeling well, were to recite Surah Al-Baqarah several times, that will remove the evil effect of the magical spell. Why? Because the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam said about Surah Al-Baqarah, إن أخذها بركة وإن تركها حسرة ولا تستطيعها البطلة. Those who frequently recite Surah Al-Baqarah will experience the barakah, the blessings. And those who will abandon it, they're losers. ولا تستطيعها البطلة. No sorcerer can resist the effect and overcome the effect of the recitation of Surah Al-Baqarah. So Aisha radiallahu anha did not take the statement of this doctor for granted. Some people will act immediately and say, yeah, my sister-in-law did a magical spell on me or bewitched me, she is evil and no, that's called suspicion. إياكم وسوء الظن فإنه أكذب الحديث. The Messenger of Allah صلى الله عليه وسلم warned against bad suspicion, to think evil of others without a proof or an evidence. And that's why Allah the Almighty said, إِنَّ بَعْضَ الظَّنِّ إِثْمٍ. إِنَّ بَعْضَ الظَّنِّ إِثْمٍ. Indeed, some of suspicion is evil. When it turns into accusation, like it's a fact. Did you verify that? No. So why? So Aisha radiallahu anha is the wife of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is educated, she's a faqihah. She collected the girl and she asked her first. And ironically, the girl admitted. And she said, yes, I did. And why did you do that? I'm being nice to you. I even set you free. When I die, she said, that's why. I want you to die quickly so I will be free, to gain my freedom. So Aisha radiallahu anha treated her the way that she deserved. She didn't beat her, she didn't brand her, she didn't imprison her. She just sell her to those who will show her what kind of treatment she deserves. They sold her to the Bedouins who would not treat her nice. Meanwhile, her intention was to set free a slave. So the money that she collected from selling this slave girl, she purchased another slave girl and she immediately set her free.